How to go from a random to a pro in NBA 2K26. I'm gonna be fully transparent with y'all, man. Look, this is gonna be a yap session. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be a yap session. I'm gonna have a couple things showing on in the video, but I ask that y'all like, comment, subscribe. But y'all gonna basically have to listen, bro. Look, it's how to go from a noob basically to a pro, and look, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. So look, let's get straight into it. So for the first thing I'm gonna tell you to do right off the bat, I need you to download Twitter and Discord. A lot of people have just Instagram or, you know, just clueless, right? So I'm telling y'all right now, download Twitter and Discord. This is where everything goes on with proam, right? Now I might have some visuals. I don't know how many visuals I really did, but if the visuals don't come up, just listen to me, right? Because it's gonna be me yapping, like I said. So download Twitter or Discord. So all right, first thing you want to do is follow these leagues right here. You got Unified Proam. You got Unified Proam. Now look, Unified Proam is where the big tournaments are, right? Like where I've won 35,000, 50,000, 100,000. They run a lot of big tournaments, right? So you want to get in with that if you're really confident with your team. They host tournaments like once a year. That's really big, but then they host a little tournaments in between the years as well that are really good as well. So I highly suggest. And also all the leagues are under this as well. Like they're all ran through Unified Proam. So if you ever want extra leagues, just ask them for leagues, right? But the next one we're gonna talk about is Hoff League. Hoff League, definitely a league you should sign up for. They run a lot of overnights and middays. We will talk about that later, but they also have a real league as well for like $2,000, I believe, maybe $3,000. I don't know how much it goes for nowadays, but Hoff League is a really good league. You got 68 Live or 68 League. A lot of people underground really play this league, right? So if you want to play with like your team, but you're not sure if they're going to be good, this is a good league to start out with. Same with the Clubhouse, 2K Clubhouse. They run a couple leagues as well, but they also run middays and overnights, but we have a whole section to talk about that. But Clubhouse is also really good. Dunk League 2K as well. This league is also really good for like the underground teams that's trying to figure out if their team is good to play comp or not. Although there are comp teams in it, not all the comp teams are playing Dunk League, right? So you should try this with your team that you have currently and see how it goes, right? But WR Pro-Am League. WR Pro-Am League is definitely the big leagues. WR Pro-Am League is probably the most important league in the whole thing after UPA, right? And it has the biggest pot. I believe it's like 4,000, maybe 3,000. I might be lying. It might be 3,000. They switch it up every league, right? It's not the same thing every time. But hey, telling y'all, WR Pro-Am League. Now we have Staten Island 2K. This is a draft league, right? Where like if you get drafted, I'll talk about this, bro. I'll talk about this in the next section of this video, but make sure you follow Staten Island 2K as well. And for the Discords, right, what you want to do is join Liquid Discord and Siva Discord. If you DM Staten Island 2K, like I showed earlier in the video, you can ask them for both of these Discords and they'll send it straight to you so you can join those too. All right, so that's for the first topic. Second topic, early things to do. Early things you can do right now. Let's say you don't have a team. Let's say hypothetically you don't have a team. You have no one to play with. Boom, this is what you do. So this first thing we're going to talk about is playgrounds. Playgrounds, it's where people are looking for people to play with, right? And also playing matchups, not for any money. It's called codes. That's what they call it, codes. Remember that. If anybody asks you to play codes, that is what that is called. Playgrounds is just somewhere in the Siba server where they just play for fun and just get their runs in, right? I believe it's in Liquid. If not Liquid, it's in Siba. It's one of them cords. Yeah. So second thing, play Liquid Cages. Liquid Cages goes on at 12:30 noon or 12 noon to 12:30 and also 8 p.m. They have two different tournaments every single day. So look, Liquid Cages is basically when some people pay to be a GM, right? And then they kind of like draft, and you could be lucky to get in there. You know what I'm saying? You could be lucky to get in there. That's what a lot of people are doing to get their name out there. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. You could join. This is one thing you could do. They don't like it, but they allow it. Is you could join your full team, and then you could draft your team and hoop. You know what I'm saying? You have a little advantage because y'all have some chemistry, right? But it's like you could do that as well if you really want to. If you really want to start off with your team, but you can also get lucky if you don't have a team. You can get lucky just to get picked in those. Another thing you could talk about is Siba, playing Siba. So basically how that thing works is, right, you have to go from high school to college to pros. Now, the way to get picked up by high school, a lot of people ask, like, how do I get picked up by high school, bro? Like, how would anybody know me? Bro, you have to play Playgrounds or Liquid Cages, bro. That's how you get your name out there. The first two things I said before, that's how you get your name out there. But then when you play Siba and you get into high school, you start hooping in high school, then you get picked to college. Then once you do good in college, then you get drafted to the pros. And bro, I'm telling you, once you get drafted to the pros, it's going to be so easy for you to get a team, right? Because you're already on a team in Siba, but once you're hooping in Siba, you can get a BYLT. If you don't know what a BYLT is, bring your own team. Basically just when you assemble your team, basically. Another thing you could do, sign up for overnight tournaments if you not bad, y'all. Sign up for overnight tournaments. You can also do this. You can also do this with your team if you're starting off with a team you don't know if it's going to be good. And like I said before, it's Half League and Liquid tournaments that they host. Half League and Clubhouse, and Liquid, they all host overnight tournaments. You can look back to see what their Twitters are. You can sign up through there. They host one every night. There's always an overnight tournament every night of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All these days, bro, there's an overnight tournament. So if you can't play with 2 days a week and you get in there, boom. And it lasts a day, right? So it doesn't last all the time. It just lasts for like 4 hours, 5 hours. Might start at like 11 p.m. and ends at like 4 a.m. Now, for the people that have jobs, I don't think the overnights are where you should go. You should play Liquid Cages, but I've already talked about that. So let's go on to the next thing. So while playing, this will help you get your name out there as well. Make sure you're streaming, bro. Streaming is very important. I'm going to be honest. Streaming is so important. That's really the majority of the reason why people like me now. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I have a team now. That's the reason why people know who I am most of the time, because I streamed when I was going crazy, right? But there's a lot more things you can do. I'm going to talk about that. But streaming is definitely, man, stream when you're playing. I don't see why not. Shoot, why play for free when you could get some moolah? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's $100, $1,000, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? For starting out people, go ahead, lock in. Now, tweet whenever you're playing, bro. Tweet out your stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? Twitter is where everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? So lock in. Make sure you're tweeting out when you're playing so they can tune in. Tweet out everything. But all right, tweet out also every single time you win a big series. Now, let's say you beat me, for instance. At me. I might hate it, but people gonna see it, bro. Just a couple days ago, somebody beat me in a little game, a best of 3. He tweeted, he's like, spam is trash. Yeah, you're supposed to do that, even though I don't like it. I think it's trash, right? But you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get your name out there, now everybody talks about him. Now, I'm not going to shout him out. But if you ever watch my video, he knows exactly who he is, man. But like I said, just make sure you tweet everything. You want everybody to see everything you're doing, bro. That's it, bro. That's it. Now, make a clip dump of you cooking and post it on Twitter. Bro, listen. Make that clip dump. Clip dumps are low-key out of style, but people still watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're coming up, bro, the clip dumps are nice if you're cooking. Now, if you got some mid clips, nobody's going to like it, right? Nobody's going to like it. But if you got some nice clips, bro, you breaking somebody and fading from half court and all that extra stuff, bro, post it on Twitter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Post it on Twitter. Why not? Somebody gonna see it and they be like, dang, I low-key want to try this point guard out. You never know, bro. You never know. Now, third thing we're gonna talk about is opportunities. Now, let's say somebody invites you over to your team while you're already on a team, but y'all aren't that good, but they're better. Bro, I'm telling you right now, don't stay loyal. Leave. I'm telling you. A lot of people not gonna agree with me with that one. Bro, leave. Make sure you leave that team. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Don't stay with your team. Now, look, if you do decide to stay with your team, though, it'll just be a longer process. You feel what I'm saying? Like, instead of you getting on the best team possible in a year or two, it might take 3 or 4 years, bro, for y'all team to actually develop on y'all own. Yes, 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years is probably crazy. In this game, it probably take a year or two. And then if you snaked, it probably take a month or two. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely a cheat code to just leave and go to a better team, but it's also not loyal. And I know a lot of people have morals, so I'll give you 2 options: either you leave or stay. You know what I'm saying? Now, next thing, things to add. Watch the best players on Twitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole list of people to watch. I'll use it on Twitch right after this little segment here. But make sure you're watching people to get better. Even if it don't even have to be the people that I name later on, but just make sure you're watching somebody to get better. You know what I'm saying? Because you can do all this, but you have to be good at the game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do everything correctly, bro, but if you're not good at the game, bro, it's not really gonna switch anything up. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be good at the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be good at the game. Now, let's say this is another thing. Let's say you've beaten me, right? Let's say you've beaten me, bro. Let's say I beat you. Ask me for advice, bro. If you're a point guard, ask me for advice, bro. Say, like, what did I do wrong? Did I miss any reads? Anything you would do better in my position? What should I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a team leader, what can I do better? Just ask for advice. It doesn't have to be me exactly. You can ask anybody, bro. They'll help you. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, if you ask me for advice, bro, I got a whole paragraph for you. You know what I'm saying? If I respond to you, I'm gonna give you a whole paragraph. Sometimes I miss messages and stuff like that. But bro, if you ask me a question, bro, I got you 50% of the time, bro. Maybe 60. I might do 70% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, for people to watch, bro, these people, they all lock in. They're all locked in. Me first, obviously, we're gonna talk about me first. Watch my Twitch and YouTube. Lock in. Watch me, bro. I be live all the time. and I be on YouTube, bro. You can watch my team. My team is currently the best team on the game, and it's only close to one other team, so it's definitely going to be some good watches for you. Now, the second person you should watch is Bear. He's on YouTube and Twitch as well. Most of the time he does reruns, but when he's live, you can learn a lot of things from him. He plays with his chat most of the time now, but he still plays competitive sometimes. And you can also ask him a lot of questions, bro, because he's a whole champion. You feel what I'm saying? He won the 2K League Championship. I was never close to doing that, right? So I feel like that's really important to me. Somebody that actually won that $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Now, next person to watch, our shooting guard, Glizzy. I have somebody for every position, by the way. Every position I got somebody. Glizzy, watch him. He's on YouTube and Twitch. You can watch his streams on YouTube if you ever miss him, right? But Twitch, he's always live 24/7, bro. Sometimes there may be some reruns. Sometimes he's live, but he's live 24/7. You can tune into him at all times. You can find his build. You can find what he's doing, etc. on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? How to get better. Now, locks, these two are completely different, I'll be honest, but they're both really good. Now, if you want to be a conservative lock and play D, like, you know what I'm saying, without blitzing and stuff, then Bauer is where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Bauer is definitely where you need to be. Tap into him on Twitch or YouTube. I believe he's live on Twitch every single day, so I don't even see why not watch Bauer. You feel what I'm saying? Bauer's a great energy. You will be entertained the entire time, right? But then the next lock, which he doesn't stream on Twitch, but he's on YouTube, Ray Capalot. Ray Capalot is that's been one of my favorite locks for a while. Not this year, but like years prior, he definitely was one of my favorite locks to watch, and not my favorite to play against. I'm gonna be honest, not my favorite to play against. He really is really good at blitzing. He's a problem out there, bro. You know, Ray Capalot. You know what I'm saying? My God. But tune in there my YouTube. Now, power forwards, I'm going to start off with mine. Dietrich, man. Hey, tap into Dietrich on Twitch, bro. Please, bro. If you don't tap into Dietrich on Twitch, bro, it's going to be a problem. He's live every day, bro. Every day. I know a lot of people don't even do power forward stuff on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? Except a couple. Man, tap into Dietrich, bro. He has too much energy. He plays with random people all the time in tournaments, bro, and he's always communicating, always has energy, bro. Just tap in, bro, if you want to learn something from somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you also have Iggymo, right? Now, he's been streaming a little bit, right? But his YouTube has been going crazy as well. So make sure you tune into both of those. Iggymo literally posts his stuff on YouTube. So in case you miss a stream, you can literally tap into his YouTube channel right then and there, and you won't miss anything. You feel what I'm saying? He tries to post as often as possible. So whenever you want to tap in, bro, tap in. Now, the last thing, centers. Now, I was looking for a lot of centers, bro, and there's no centers that post on YouTube, bro. I'm going to be honest. That lane is so open for anybody that wants to do YouTube on center. But we have Laker Fan. Laker Fan does a lot of center videos, and he actually is really good at making builds. He actually is one of the smartest people I met. I met at my community day. That man knows a lot, bro. I'm going to be honest. That man is a smart individual, bro. I cannot stress that enough. So I suggest y'all go and watch him. He has a lot of ISO big men, but he also has a lot of big men that just get down and get dirty in the paint. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really your choice for what build you want to make on his channel. He does a lot. Like I said, he goes from ISO to regular bigs to poppers to everything, bro. So make sure you tap in with him. But yeah, man, that's the end of the video, bro. I just wanted to try to help you just go from random to a pro. Hopefully these tips help. Well, I know they're going to help if you actually listen, bro. But I know a lot of people like to skip around, so I hope you didn't skip around. I hope you actually enjoyed this video and do the steps that I said. But spare what I want out. Let's get it.